Welcome back to 4 Geeks by Geeks, the place where geeks come to geek out. And this is session 37 of Cloudscape. How have we made it this far, y'all?
That math doesn't seem real.
Well, I'm doing it, so
died.
probably not
We
right.
told these guys, hey, it's going to be like a year-long campaign, maybe. Good old bait and switch.
By the way, your contracts have run out, so now we don't have to abide by anything we promised before. But you have to be here because that's it.
I gotta read that contract again.
Yeah, when you submitted the video, you missed the part at the bottom that says, we own your soul. Get the fuck over it.
Get the fuck over it. But who do we have at our table here today?
It's me, Britt. I'm not used to going first.
I'm Josh.
Right
I'm
here.
exceptionally gifted at going first.
I'm T, and I never finish first.
Good for you. Good for you.
Today we are...
That's all I had for first. I'm not proud of that one, but I didn't have anything to follow up with going first or last. I didn't know. I panicked.
We are down a Wayland currently.
Maybe.
There might be a point that he makes a surprise entrance, and so we're just going to roll with it if that's the case.
See, that's the plus note is, as the keeper, DM, or whatever the fuck your name is in this fucking system, when he pops in one, you get to fuck up your editing and redo the entire layout.
Love
But
it.
two, you can actually set up a moment for him to truly jump in and it'd be a surprise to everybody.
That's true.
Because I could see him in the queue, and you can't.
Exactly.
Oh, he could be in there right now and we wouldn't know, so don't say anything you'll
I'll never
regret.
tell.
It's just between us. No one's recording.
Right. It's just a whole session of shit talking Austin.
And for some reason, believing he'd never hear it.
Never. It's not like he watches these back. All right, but it's been a minute. I don't know how long it's been since between episodes for all of you at home, but it's been a minute since we've recorded, and I am excited to get back into the story. Are you guys ready to begin today's episode of Cloudscape?
Let's do it.
If I wasn't, would you
Sure, I'll wait.
accommodate me in any way?
Oh, wait.
We'll politely wait and we'll do a time lapse.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready now.
Previously on Cloudscape, the whole crowd, except Osvid, made it back to Wayland's headquarters, the Sigurd's Reach headquarters in the hotel, including Sirkin, Kit, Liana with Tabitha as they...
She's still grounded, by the way, guys. I need you guys to bear with me.
as they watch in utter shock as T's transformed body began lifting off the ground, eyes aglow, as he pulled himself back into consciousness out of his deep sleep regeneration status, whatever it was. But then y'all had some hard talks to have. So you found a quiet conference room up on the second floor and got everybody on the same page. Liana, same page. Same page adjacent.
Same amount of information. Definitely not on the same page.
Because there was a lot that some people had missed, including Tabitha and Liana. Liana had some headbutting moments with Theo, but those were slightly ironed out by Wayland. So tentatively, she's on board and kind of excited about the idea of becoming a Sigurd's Reach member, potentially helping the city in a different fashion, one that maybe Theo might be slightly more approving of. Some of you went to the bar downstairs to get Tabitha's feet back on the ground and pull her out of her shock and all of these things that have happened. But after some conversations, she is now mommy of Sigurd's Reach.
Yeah, she is.
And immediately began getting to work and cleaning this place up and turning those Sigurd's Reach members ship shape. Meanwhile, Theo grabbed the device that he had taken, or no, that Tabitha had brought out of the safe from his place and took it to the nearby Radio Shack. What do we call that? Was it Radio Shacks with an X?
Hold on. I think we had a name.
With an X.
Because
That
that
was
went
what I didn't
to
write down.
Christian Temple, who owns electronics.
Electronics.
There's the X.
Yeah, there's the X. Because we love a theme. Electronics. Upon entering the establishment, we've learned that Christian Temple is a bit of a DIY cyborg and has made some adjustments to his own body. But he loves to tinker. And so you brought the machine, asked if he can make it work. Basically intimidated him enough with the information you had, though you have found that your previous charisma and connection power
Fuck, we didn't talk about that.
is a bit subsided since you now look like a little bit of a monstrosity, as you were also getting some attention from the passerbys on the street. But after some stellar rolls and some tinkering, he did manage to get it to work. And you had a small vial of X on you, which he was
Courtesy of Sirkin.
successfully able to negate the X powers and extract almost the Nega X, the Bizarro X, which you tested immediately on yourself and on your hand, and it did slightly remove that X powers, creating a small scar on your hand. Yes.
I don't know what you need to do, but I will spend the fate point now. I need a Bizarro Sirkin in my near future, just lobbing that your way.
Bizarro Sirkin.
But
I think
I'm
we
gonna
met him.
need-
His name is Marshall.
I need you to do
Oh,
research.
yes.
I need you to speak like Bizarro does.
Okay, I'll look into it.
I'll spend extra fate points for this.
I'll look into it. So then you exited the place, but you were getting a lot of attention now as people were piling by the door trying to get a glimpse at you. And in a means of fast escape, you tapped into your X abilities and shrank to the size of an ant and disappeared from the gaze, but now weren't making very much progress getting back to the hotel in a timely manner. So you tapped into the other side of that power and grew about 12 feet, which got even more attention. But you snuck through the alleys, merely caused several accidents crossing the streets in that form, and brought yourself back to your normal state and entered back into the hotel.
Normal sized.
Normal sized.
What do the citizens of Aurora think is going on this week?
This has been banner week for Aurora.
Are we officially at week 1 in game time?
Sure.
We've got to be.
Listen, I've learned a lot about DMing through this, and
Tracking
I
time is
DM in
not
the
one of
next-
them.
is going to be so much more organized. on checks.
I'm telling you right now,
Oh,
no, it's
so
not.
none of us are playing with you?
Yes.
Not true. I'm coming in to cause chaos.
I mean, in a week, I've become a criminal. I've escaped from prison.
Allegedly.
Committed murder?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I've,
Oh wait, no,
I've
she's found
decided-
guilty of that. No, she did commit murder.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I've decided to go head to head with a crime boss. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let's just take a second to remind ourselves of all the external factors that are at play so that we're not just going willy-nilly and ignoring those. Yes, you are an extremely wanted woman. I did realize that I forgot to I forgot to add the drone effect when you just were walking to a store. So since I didn't put it into play, I'm not going to retcon it at all, but you're extremely wanted woman. There are drones searching for at least Sirkin and Kit. Waylon and Theo's appearances were disguised.
Because we're good criminals.
Kieran made threats against Nan and Tobias again, but now that he thought you were going to be out of his hair, he thought he was going to be free to play with your family.
Phrasing.
Stands. And Nan's a hot mama. And
Dibs.
what else am I forgetting? Basically, you want to move with extreme discretion anytime you are moving in the city. Otherwise, things will be coming for you from multiple angles. Oh, also the Knights of Axiom are pissed at you for nearly destroying the living in the shadows that they've been doing for so long. So you possibly brought that all to light.
How would I know they won't talk to me?
But you did have on the agenda setting up a meeting.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait. I can't wait for this meeting.
So it's probably becoming evening time. T, you just entered back into the hotel. What are the rest of you doing at the moment?
You're muted, bro.
It's gonna be a drinking game. Every time Britt is muted without her knowing
No,
it.
I didn't touch anything.
Now you're back.
Weird.
I bumped my mic.
You touched something.
I didn't touch anything. I just bumped it.
I bumped my mic. I didn't do anything.
Britt, where are you doing right now?
What are you doing?
Where are you
I was at
doing?
the bar. I was at the bar making fun of Liana. So that's the last thing I remember.
It's probably been a better part of an hour. So
They're for sure still drinking. She just broke out of prison.
No, I'm probably not gonna make sure I'm at least conscious, so I don't let myself slip up. But I'm probably still nursing a drink at the bar.
All right, and Sirkin?
Sirkin has moved to in the lobby. There's a balcony for the second floor, and Sirkin has moved up to that lobby and is looking down and just watching Sigurd's Reach start to come to life as he's seeing Wayland and Tabitha starting to give orders.
And it's interesting that their relationship is for being this father-mother roles being thrust upon them so quickly, but it's fun to watch Tabitha take this on and not try to overpower Wayland, but if he gives an order, to co-parent really well. As he gives an order, she might follow up with some maybe a kind gesture to just get them to do what he asked in a nicer way. But then other times, if he would miss something, then she would approach it as she thinks he would and try to get somebody in line. In fact, there's somebody at the front desk when she immediately ran over there a while ago to help clean it up. And Tim is just looking really flustered at all this extra attention because he was just kind of his life here at Sigurd's Reach has been completely flipped. He was loafing around and now there's all these extra responsibilities and expectations. And he's just having a moment and you can hear her echo through the lobby. She goes over to them and places a hand and she says, "Listen, what's your name? Tim? God, there's a lot of you. You're all named Tim." "I know that your life, your day, might have been a little flipped upside down. But from what I understand, you chose to stay here for a reason. I need you to tap into that reason. There is more inside of you, Tim. Now get those keys fucking in order!" She gives him a smack on the butt, keeps walking.
Damn, I hope Sigurd's got an HR.
I'm HR.
No. Oh, God. Sirkin is HR. But Sirkin, as you're looking down upon the scene of almost a parent or a mentor, there's a flicker of memory that flashes behind your eyes. It takes you back to a dimly lit warehouse somewhere in the Iron Corners. And you're there with your father, Brutus, a large, imposing man when in his 40s at that time. Standing closely by is your brother, Meowtix, who is visibly trying to emulate your father's intimidating demeanor. And Meowtix being 15 already at that time, and already 6 feet tall. And it's almost like it's only a hint of the man that he is to one day be. But in front of you, a captive hangs from the ceiling, tied by his ankles. At this point, each breath is struggling as he's dangling helplessly. And who stands before him is none other than Kieran Gold, a figure of authority and menace. And he observes with almost a detached curiosity.
Control the room. It's not just about inflicting pain. It's about wielding the fear it generates. Ask him again.
Meowtix steps forward, his voice firmer this time, though still lacking the natural menace of Brutus. Meowtix steps forward with lightning fast rotation and a straight explosive right punch. His knuckle smashes into the captive's center, sending him flying back with a resounding crunch that could only be the cracking of ribs.
The recordings, where did you hide them? Tell me and it might get easier for you.
The captive laughs hoarsely, blood dripping down from his mouth onto the concrete floor. You think I'm scared of a kid? And Brutus scowls, stepping in with a swift, brutal punch that stops the captive's laughter and makes Meowtix flinch slightly.
Watch closely. It's not just what you ask. It's how you make them feel your words.
Brutus shoves the captive away with a fierce push, and as it swings back, he steps forward and delivers a bone-crushing uppercut that makes the chain go momentarily slack. And when the captive's weight crashes back down, the chain groans while the ankles snap. Barely holding under the immense force of his weight, the room stands motionless and silent, with the screams and writhing of the captive. When the room stills, Meowtix steps forward to repeat the process before the captive breaks. All right. They're buried in the greenhouse behind the Merriman repair depot. Brutus nods at Meowtix, who looks satisfied with the lesson learned. Suddenly, a young, clear voice cuts through the tension from a dark corner of the warehouse.
He's lying.
The room falls silent. Brutus' head snaps towards the sound, his face contorting with a surprise and anger. He strides over and drags Sirkin, a slight 12-year-old boy at the time, into the dim light. Brutus throws Sirkin onto the ground roughly. When Sirkin tries to stand, Brutus clenches his fist and brings it down on top of the boy's head with an audible crack. The force drove him flat into the ground. Meowtix smirks.
How dare you?
Kieran raises a hand, stopping Brutus mid-sentence. His interest is piqued. Hold, Brutus. Let the boy speak. How did you know he's lying? Sirkin brings himself to his feet, straightens his clothes, and meets Kieran's eyes, his gaze steady and observant.
His pupils dilated when he mentioned the greenhouses, and his pitch increased. He also avoided direct eye contact, and there's a slight twitch in his left shoulder, the same way it twitched when he said he didn't know who you were, Mr. Gold, sir. Is that enough signs of deceit to satisfy you?
Kieran raises an eyebrow. Looking from Sirkin to Brutus, his interest piqued. The boy spoke to him just now as though his own father hadn't cracked his skull. He was pretty sure he heard it with his own ears, just a second before. The boy now had his curiosity. He looks to Brutus and says, "He seems to have a sense for truth. Give it a shot, kid." The tone was casual, but anyone in the Gold family knew an order when they heard it. Brutus grudgingly nods, his look towards Sirkin still one of veiled disdain.
Fine. Since you have all the answers, show us how it's done.
Sirkin moves for a tray with an assortment of torture implements, reaching for a scalpel. Before he can grab it, the tray explodes into his face. Brutus shouts,
No! No shortcuts. No easy way. You want to prove something? Do it with your bare hands.
Sirkin's eyes, green back then, met not his father's, but Kieran's.
I'll do you one better.
The captive watched Sirkin approach. This menacing child, his first clear sight since his world turned into white hot fire and his lungs filled with blood and acid. Sirkin knelt, face so close it was almost intimate, and he whispers,
You were willing to die for them. They're going to let you die as a teaching exercise. Do you really want to do this for 19 more hours?
It seems the boy has a knack for this. Perhaps we should listen to him more often. Brutus, still furious, but recognizing Kieran's tone, reluctantly backs off, his glare never leaving Sirkin. The memory fades as the hustle and bustle of Sigurd's Reach comes back to the forefront of your mind.
Sirkin had been leaning on the rails, watching, and he stands up, straightens his new Carmen Sandiego jacket, and
I forgot about that.
and he whispers, "The new beginning. We do it right. We build it strong. We're coming for you, Kieran." And then he walks off.
All right. By the way, thank you to Josh for supplying that amazing backstory flashback.
Thank you.
All right, Theo. You are back at the hotel. You have the device in hand. Where are you going?
Theo is going to grab his paperwork that he left. And as he's kind of running by grabbing that, the shot's going to change to him sliding across the floor, papers kind of running a floor. Sirkin.
Yes.
Kit. Where's everybody else?
I jump over the balcony and float down to the main floor.
I no longer want you here. Where is everybody else?
I start floating back up.
Wait, no. I grab the coat and pull him back down.
Hearing the commotion is going to slam the rest of the drink and put it down on the counter.
And Liana, not to be
Kieran.
outdone.
He's gonna look at her. Slow down, little girl, and pats the counter.
Theo just
She's almost gonna like race you to the lobby.
Theo, we can fill him up. Tim,
Phrasing?
I need a room.
Phrasing.
A Tim that was like brushing or brooming, sweeping.
Nope, it's brooming from here on out.
I thought it was brooming. No one ever told me. I've never done this before. It's a broom. I'm brooming. He was sweeping like the near front entrance, and he's what? What do you want now?
I need a room.
It's a fucking hotel. Pick one.
Theo is gonna pass his stuff over there. He's gonna turn it to Kit or to Sirkin, and then turn it back and hand it to Kit. And he's just gonna walk up and get in front of the Tim's face, kind of straighten up his clothes. Whether I lead this group or not, if I tell you I need something, I don't expect lip.
Roll intimidation.
Question. So we had referenced this previously. Can I flip-flop my charisma in my intimidation?
Pretty much. Yep.
Okay, that works for me. So that is neutral, neutral, neutral. 1 success, but my intimidation is now +3, so that's a 4 total.
Nice.
And like he was just going back to sweeping, and then he saw you walking up. Again, while still looking crisp and clean in your outfit and almost like a cool wisp to you, just the look of you and these inhuman vibe that you've got going is enough to get him just like stop in his tracks and stand up, and you approach him and fix his collar and speak to him. And you just see like one drop of sweat immediately bead onto his forehead. Yes, sir. Shall I take you to one?
Theo's gonna grab his handkerchief and dab that for him. Yeah, man, that'd be great. I really appreciate that.
All right, this way. And he leads you up the stairs and for a moment pauses. Are you looking for sleeping quarters or?
I need privacy.
Okay, right this way. And he turns and leads you right back to the conference room that you guys used earlier. This is a conference room, and he gives like a weird kind of bow.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Is there anything else I can get for you, sir?
Nope, just go back to brooming or whatever you were doing.
I will. I'm going to be very good at brooming, sir. And he like remains like bowed until you all enter. Would you like the door open or closed?
Closed, and if any of you Tims try to eavesdrop, I will kill you with my bare hands.
Okay. And he closes the door.
You're such
to the-
okay with words.
Theo's gonna walk around, and I'm assuming the windows have some sort of covering to them, whether it be blinds or shades or drapes or whatever fucking other words can be used to cover windows.
Yeah, previously this room again was a little larger, but Waylon sectioned it off. And so in this panel, you basically this like it's a larger conference area that can be sectioned off in half, where you have like kind of oblong rectangular shaped 2 rooms with a window on far side. But I believe that Wayland sectioned that off as well. So right now you're looking at like panels.
Okay.
But you could open it up and into the larger room where there would be curtains or windows at the far end with curtains to be drawn if desired.
Sirkin, can you hear anybody in here?
Make a perception check.
That is a 4.
With a 4, you don't hear anybody in the immediate vicinity or on the other side of the panels, but you can still hear a little bit of the hustle. You hear Tabitha's voice screeching through the large lobby just around the corner and down the stairs.
You would be able to hear that anyway.
Sirkin, instead of responding, he puts his finger up and is individually pointing at like everybody And then we're alone.
Theo's gonna grab the device from Kit and kind of set it on the table and begin to deconstruct it, to like open it up to show everybody what it was. And he's gonna hold out his hand and wave away the wisp, where you guys see a single dot of Theo's skin exposed before the mist kind of overtakes it back.
I'd like to make a roll. Now, we had a commenter on YouTube who pointed out the medicine check. We'd been using the stat to use for medicine check. Do you recall what that stat is?
It started with an A, but we changed
things.
things.
I know it's one that we renamed.
In the past, we've used human crafting.
Yeah, I mean, crafting for me makes sense. I'm fine with that if you are. Or would this be?
Yeah, because in Fate, there's nothing specifically towards medicine. Athletics, burglary, contacts, crafting.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the comment now so we
empathy, fight, investigate, lore, notice, physique, provoke, rapport, resources, shoot, stealth, and will.
Wasn't it athletics, but we put it was physique?
Academics. I think rules as written is covered under academics in Fate Core, but it kind of fits for certain to use crafts instead, is what Wisp's project pointed out to us.
In my Fate Core book, academics was not included.
Oh,
so maybe there's an expansion that
could be.
I haven't got access to yet.
All right. So, would you like me to craft?
Yes, please.
Human craft for now.
Yes.
That is. Oh. All right. That is a -1.
So, what were you attempting to do?
To use my medical knowledge to see if I could intuit what happened here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're looking at it and like you've seen so many scars in your life, including on your own body. So it's like doesn't quite ping anything. You're like, yeah, great, it's a scar. So,
Sirkin, do you recall that floating individual from the heist?
I do.
That is something that is unresolved, and two, a potential growing issue that we could uncover in this next adventure. This device cures X. I am thinking we can use it to make a cure for those who may be experimented on and no longer wish to have these capabilities.
That's incredible.
It hurts like a motherfucker.
How much did you need to use to create that?
All of it healed this single dot on my hand.
All right. I think the only rational next step is to distill a syringe full of it, find someone, and put it inside them.
No. I think Kit and I are both on the same page. No.
I'm open to alternative ideas.
I was thinking we maybe make like a mist grenade.
That sounds badass. It turns to Kit. How good are you with explosives?
I said mist specifically. I don't want people to die from explosive. I want to explode curing mist for them to inhale and be cured.
We're saying the same thing.
We're not. We never are.
I don't know how we got here. I don't know how.
The door.
I could figure something out.
For the mist, not the syringe, right?
Whoever, like, more in the moment. Just so How much of this stuff do we have to work with?
Theo turns to Sirkin. You are the supplier.
I feel like it may be an issue getting back to my home with the attention I've garnered. But if we can reach my home, I have more than enough for a few experiments.
We have quite a bit open at this moment in time, and I think it would probably be in all of our best interest for us to establish some level of a game plan.
Agreed.
Obviously, our overarching goal is to take down Kieran Gold, so step Z is finished. You all have the
To this?
insistent need to go back to the Knights, which I still strongly advise against. And Theo's going to look at Liana, but in an effort to be more open to listening, I will hear out why you think the Knights can be trusted with a device such as this.
And she kind of sits up and her eyebrows raise. You're being serious?
Not anymore. Theo looks around. Where's Tabitha?
Just listen. She's down there.
Sirkin points.
Theo goes and opens the door and looks for a Tim.
Per your instructions, you see some people walking your way, but that Tim that was sweeping, he's standing at the foot of the stairs. No, stop! You can't come. No, this is blocked off. You can't come this way. Go. Use the elevator. Go around. I don't care.
Theo looks at that one and points. Can you go get Tabitha, please?
And, when you point, he's like, "No, I wasn't looking. I wasn't. Wait, what? Tabitha? Yeah, okay. 1 second." And he down the stairs. And she's coming. Is there an elevator from the first floor to the second? This is shitty. Huffs and puffs her way up the flight of stairs.
Tabitha, or Theo steps to the side to gesture for Tabitha to enter into the room.
Oh, back in here. Okay. It's the good conversation room. Huh? All right.
Theo gives a thumb up to the Tim and shuts the door behind him.
And he salutes you, kind of.
Amazing.
She's like, I like that one. Why are they all named Tim, by the way? Is this a Tim convention?
No, it's a lack of personality to be built into something that they can become, I think. I don't know.
Oh.
You strip away the identity of who they were before they were one of us. You mold them and shape them into the being you wish them to be. And soon, they earn their individualism.
But in a less creepy way, yeah, what he said.
That's fucked up. Okay. And she grabs a chair and sits in it. What? What is that thing?
It's a way to cure X.
Huh. Cool. All right. Oh, God. What'd you want? Oh, Tabitha so much.
I need to know if I am wrong.
Never. She looks at Liana.
The three of them are insistent that I am to trust the Knights of Axiom, and I, for not a fiber of my being, trust any of their actions, intentions, or anything of the nature.
Okay, sounds like you made your mind up. What do you want?
I have not made my mind up. That is why you're here, so we can discuss our next steps.
All right. And she Sits up in the chair. I've never met the knights. Liana has never met the knights. Well, I've met Vox. Right, okay, we've met Vox.
I don't really think he counts as the knights.
Is he one of the knights?
Or is he like a Tim to a knight?
He is a well-established member of the organization. And
right.
my best friend.
All right,
Theo,
so we have a lot of
you
people
can't
here
see
that-
Theo's actual facial expressions, but there is enough in the mist where you get an inquisitive look from Theo based on that comment. It's slightly painful.
I'm pretty sure Vox is just a Nepo baby.
Yeah, that's also true.
And to clarify your look, you can see some facial features, but yes, they are muted. It's not like your whole face is now a cloud. It's kind of like you can see the eyes that have a soft glow to them almost at all times now. But if you raise an eyebrow, you can kind of sense that. You can kind of see your mouth open. That just for your brain.
So I'm just Ghost Rider, but with skin still, but a purple flame.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good description. Yeah.
Great description. From my point of view, I know that you don't trust the knights because they potentially put your goddaughter in
There
harm's
was
way.
no potential. They did.
You've spent enough time with her. She does what she wants. Yes or no? Yes, I'm a grown woman.
No,
Kit's gonna laugh.
you're not either.
Kit, with love, you're not helping. It sounds like we've coming to Arcturus moment, and we all need to get on the same fucking page and be a team. Just like I'm trying to wrangle those yahoos downstairs and all through this building, we are getting on the same goddess damn team. Yes or no?
Light and love.
We could be if Theo didn't treat me like I was a child. I don't like Liana.
That's
I'll
fine.
just say it to her face. But Theo, she also needs to be on the same page.
She is also grounded. Do you want to be grounded too?
Theo, you're going to be grounded if you don't cut the toxic negativity in here. These two might be young in age, but they have been through more than I have. Okay, maybe not quite, but they're quickly catching up. And they are capable young women. And I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see any of you hurt. But when you walk out that door, we are all in danger. So we might as well be equipped and arm ourselves with as many people on our side as humanly possible. And it sounds like if you rectify some relationships with these knights, potentially that is possible. We are up against the Golds. The knights are also up against the Golds. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what I see.
Have the knights specifically stated they are opposing Kieran Gold?
They have not.
What have they said?
They've said they're going to save the city. Theo, I don't know if this will be enough to sway you, but have you ever tasted an apple?
Sorry, kid's face broke me there. I don't know. Are apples fucking in this world?
They are.
DM?
Yeah, you have fruit up here.
Real fruit or X-filled fruit?
That's why I'm asking. Because no, you have never tasted an apple. Kitten and I have. When we were in the Knights of Axiom's lair, they showed us what they were trying to do, removing X from the totality it has over the city. We were able to taste fruit.
So they want to take us to the Stone Age.
No, they want to clear the poison from our everyday life. Unbeknownst to us, X has been filled in every aspect of our day-to-day. Even those who've chosen not to risk its abilities are going to be poisoned by it. Eventually, that means the population who is not gifted in genetics will be poisoned to death. They are going to eliminate it from the things that it is, from our food, from our water. Believe me, I have never tasted a thing like that apple since.
In point of order, it was a strawberry.
It was a strawberry.
Theo is not aware of who the leader is, correct?
You are, I told you.
Okay. Theo, I would like to roll connections to try to get in contact, if not directly with her office, with her assistant.
So you want to make a call right now?
I would like to make a call to you. What the fuck is she, the arch-luminary of?
Ayakai.
Agriculture.
Yes. I'm going to say, Lodge, I don't think Theo would have her number directly, but Theo would like to make a call into...
Basically, you're calling, like, the seat of the shining sun.
Or I'm calling her... I would assume that there's a level, like a layer to their organization. There's going to have, like, an office reception-esque. I want to just call her desk to leave a message to get a hold of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll connections.
Okay. Success, failure. 3 + 4, that's a 7. I'll let you decide how close I can get to actually getting directly in contact with her. Wait, pause. Hold on. Give me Vox's number.
I asked for Vox's number and she wouldn't give it to me.
Liana.
She's like pocketing her phone in her back. I don't. And she looks at Tabitha, who's like,
you had your chance to give it to me.
We're working together.
What are you gonna say to him?
I haven't decided yet. I don't care for him. I need to speak with his mother.
Why don't I call him, and you tell me what you want to say? I'll.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Wanted to hear your voice, he would have called you, bitch.
Tabitha stands up. Young lady, shut it down. It's enough.
Fine.
All right,
it's gonna be a crazy enemy to lovers arc.
Liana, I think the plan. I think the most direct plan should be that, I call you and then you party line in Vox, just so that I can hear what you're saying.
You can either get Sirkin involved or you can give me your phone so I can speak to him. I will let you decide which of those is the lesser of two evils here.
I will call him, and I'll pave the way, and then I'll hand you the phone. Okay?
Yes. Bozer has to role play with himself. Score.
And she kind of takes a step away and dials out of anybody's eyes. It rings. rings. She's starting to look impatient and glances at Kit.
Mark on her face.
This side of my face is going to be Vox. This side
Nice.
of my face is going to be Liana.
Oh god, that's so good.
In my defense, I tried avoiding this for you.
I asked for Vox's phone number.
Hey, Liana, what's up? Hey, Vox. By the way, long time no talk. Things have been a little weird, and I've been told not to make any contact with people that haven't been vetted completely. Vetted? What do you mean vetted? I've been vetted. It's complicated, okay? Lena, I'm sorry. But I picked up.
Theo's gonna walk over and hold his hand out.
I gotta be quick, because, yeah, things are tense. Well, listen, my godfather would like to speak with you. Your fucking what? my godfather. Listen, I don't know if this is gonna mean anything to you, but I'm here with Sirkin
Did he ask about me?
and others. Oh, Sirkin's there? Cool. Can I talk to him? Yeah, maybe you can talk to him after you talk to my godfather. His name is Theo. Listen, he doesn't trust any of you. He's a really tight ass. So just do your thing. Use your gift. And she hands the phone to you, Theo.
So you have a gift, huh? I would love to hear what this gift is.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I've always had
Stop
a
talking.
word. Hey,
Tell your mother I have the device that you brought Liana in to get her hands on, unbeknownst to your organization's goals and aspirations. If she would like said device, she is going to meet me this evening. I do not expect her to come alone. She can bring whoever she needs required for her to feel safe for this meeting place. I will send you the quote ordinates for where we will be meeting at 8 p.m. tonight. I don't care to speak to you any further. And Theo's going to throw the phone to Sirkin.
and Sirkin, as you like pick up, you hear his voice. Oh, sick! You got it. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of bitchin'.
Oh, is this Sirkin?
It is.
Sirkin,
How are you, Vox?
bro? It's been kind of wild, but that's what this life's all about. You just got to ride it,
We tried to return to you with the device, but the entrances to the underground tunnels have been shut down.
Oh yeah, we changed all those because you guys kind of became a liability. And
Me?
well, I assumed you were kind of involved because Kit was involved, and after that stunt that she played, which is that how you guys got the device with that big crane thing destroying the Institute?
It was step one.
Nice. It's a little more high key than we prefer to be, which that's kind of why you piss some people off down here.
Yeah, but I did it so you didn't have to. That's what friends do.
Wow, man. Thanks. That means a lot.
By the way, I finished the book you gave me. It was fascinating.
What did you think? Did you get to the point of the Hyperius bonsai?
Well, I was surprised at the varieties that they could produce.
Oh, it's insane, especially when like the cross pollination with the thyrine. It's I could don't get me started. Do not get me started. I'm supposed to keep this short.
No, it's absolutely. But I wrote some notes of my own in the margins of your book. I hope you don't mind. Just some experiments I thought you could try that would enhance some of the plant ideas you were telling me.
Oh, sick! Will you bring that book back?
I absolutely will. And
Dude, thanks.
is Bubbled with you?
Oh, not near me now. She's been kind of all over the place. She's been actually asking for you quite a lot.
Wonderful. Tell her that I'm all right.
I will. I'll let her know. I bet that'll bring her lots of peace.
I hope to see you all soon.
And I hope you're at peace. And hey, how's Kit? I heard she broke out of jail. That's awesome.
It was pretty rad.
Dude.
We'll tell you all about it when we hang out.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Rio shoots the dirtiest.
We'll talk soon, Vox. If you accompany your mother, I will see you tonight.
Oh, I am so there. So there.
Perfect.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get that other leather tome that remember I followed you guys up at the tunnel and then you kind of just left me and you never came back?
We have that as well.
Oh, sick. Bring that too. Bring that too.
You know, if you could do me one favor,
Okay.
would you be willing to break into my house?
Oh. Me break into things.
You have traps everywhere, Sirkin.
Shut up.
Yes, no, do that.
You should bring 3 others for spares. But I will give you the instructions. I will
Let me give him the
location.
instructions. I definitely know what needs to be done here.
The reason I'm going to be forthright with you, Vox.
All right.
I have another tome.
Sick. No way.
Yes, I broke an old man's finger for it.
Okay. Not cool, but it
Oh,
does seem on your vibe. It's on brand, you know. I gotta
it'll-
respect the brand.
I'll tell you the story and you'll probably think it was cool.
Okay, tell me tonight.
The point of the matter is I am too high profile to return to my home for it, which means I need someone else to acquire what's inside. Can you do that for me?
By tonight?
Yes.
You know what? Okay. Text me the instructions. If there's reasons that somebody might die, definitely like put those in bold. And and I'll do my best.
Put those in bold.
Like we're talking like 3 hours from now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do my best. My mom's kind of got like hot eyes on me, so
Tell her it's for the tome.
I bet
ask.
that'll really help. Yeah.
All I ask is I'm allowed to read it.
You're allowed to read your book?
I haven't read it yet. I have a very large TBR pile.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll get your book. Is that all you need? Do you need like a change of clothes or anything? Like,
I'll send you a list and where to find everything. Trust me, it'll all be exactly where I say it is.
I bet it will.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
Everything. Everything.
No.
Okay. Does that include the book? Is that where the book is?
Sorry, it was a reference to something that's not in this world.
Wow, you're far out, man.
If there's anything I explicitly say to touch it. Do not touch anything else.
Touch everything.
Me.
Okay, yeah. Shoot me those instructions, and I'll do my best. I'll talk to my mom. She's kind of been away. Keeps getting pulled back to the Sea of the Shining Sun a lot because, you know, the whole city's basically ablaze. Not really. It's not really, but there was a spill. I don't know. You saw that, right?
I did.
You didn't like breathe any of that in, right? Because that would.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've already been on this phone way too long. Send me the deets, and I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Right on. Peace and blessings, light and love.
For light and love. And before I give the phone back to Liana, I pull out my phone and put Vox's phone. And then I give it back.
Awesome. So glad that we share a boyfriend.
You can do better. Unfortunately, he cannot.
He gets
See how,
me.
Like everyone that's not us likes Sirkin.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of growing on me too. I don't know. You guys have a big issue with him. Like,
Of course you would like him. She rolls her eyes.
Liana and I still have business to attend to.
oh, we do.
Theo shoots another dirty look.
I said it can wait.
All right. So it sounds like the plan is to have a secret meeting with the archluminary of agriculture, her son. Bringing lots of books and thing. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, a library party.
Yep.
Book club.
Blind
Okay.
date with a book.
So how is our plan
Club.
to sneak this group of Aurora's most wanted out of this building?
I'm pretty sure
Costume montage.
Wayland said there was a parking garage under this hotel. I wonder if there are vehicles for us.
And allegedly, Kit is very good at getting into unowned vehicles.
I've seen it firsthand. She actually drove me and Vox around.
Kit, make a perception check. Please hold for virtual dice.
3.
All right. Never mind.
So where do we think a good neutral ground will be?
Sigurd's Reach.
It's not neutral in the slightest, Sirkin.
We should
They're
ask.
literally on our side.
Let's ask Wayland's permission to use his safe house. We know where it is. We've been there. It's a controlled space for us. As far as they're concerned, it's been vacant.
Makes sense to me.
And I already know where the infirmary supplies are.
Probably a good call.
Will come in handy when all of us inevitably are fired upon by the fleet of drones.
All of us? The three of us.
Leon says, "No, I'm coming too."
No.
Where's the box truck I stole?
You drove it here.
It is here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, then Liana and Tabitha, you could come along if you want. Nobody'd see you in the back.
No.
All right, just Liana.
Also no.
She can't come.
Theo, I am
When-
coming.
When Theo shares that Liana is not allowed to come, he gets up and leaves the room.
Look, you made Sirkin sad.
I'm sure your face did that. He's gonna walk after Sirkin.
Tabitha just snaps. Tabitha, you said same page, one team, right? I'm capable. I'm coming. I can be helpful.
Liana, they didn't want you. They used you. And you think your best first course of action here is to insert yourself into a situation that will likely be volatile. In what world would I be any level of the man who is supposed to protect you and keep you safe to bring you directly into a situation where I don't know what the outcome is going to be?
None of us know what any of this shit's outcome's gonna be.
Look at who you are accustomed with right now, Liana. You are a college student. I am covered in purple mist, whose closest friend is a mass murderer.
Is that me?
Wow. Thanks.
I
Sirkin,
told you I am willing to work with you, but you need to work with me when I tell you this is not something that I am comfortable with you being at yet. I
Fine.
don't trust these people. And if you want to give me a true shot, I need to not need to worry about you and making sure you are safe. Because at the end of the day, nobody else here matters to me.
Sirkin walks back into the room, and he has the bag from the bar that you would use to like crush ice, that like burlap kind of bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens it. Since we cannot seem to agree, let's have fate decide. I've taken all of our stances
Liana
as to
just agreed.
whether Liana should come or not.
We don't need to do this. Liana just agreed.
No, I haven't yet.
He opens the bag. Liana, reach into the bag. If you pull the white rock, you come with us. If you pull the black rock, you stay. We are settled. Deal?
She looks around.
I think she should come because then we can use her as bait.
She like cocks her head and puts her hand in the bag.
When she puts her hand in, it's full of broken glass.
Why are you so fucked up?
And I'm the problem parent.
Because she rained shards of glass upon all those innocent people.
Fucking Sirkin and his goddamn fucking vengeance.
And now she's absolved.
She like shoved it in with spite, and so it wasn't gingerly, and she shoved her full palm onto shards of glass, and immediately juts it out, and there are tons of little ones, but there is one larger one that stuck right into her palm. Oh my god! Oh my god!
It looks like you got what you want, Theo. She can't come now.
Tim!
I take it back. I don't like you.
I
Fuck up,
told
man.
you from that to the beginning not to trust him.
You should love me.
Do not listen to that statement in the
I
slightest.
have. You rained glass on innocent civilians because you acted without thinking, impulsively and dangerously. You now bear the wounds you have cast on others, and that makes you clean again. Welcome.
Roll persuasion or charisma.
I'm going to use a fate point. Hold on, what am I gonna do?
How many do you start with?
6.
I start
with 6.
No,
I have other
I
things.
start
though.
with 5 because I have several stunts. I'm going to use soul piercing gaze, my aspect, to reroll because Dems was all negatives. Much better. That is 4. Actually, I'm going to spend a fate point to add to make it 6. Using fear makes everyone the same size. Because I imagine she's a little bit afraid of me right now.
So you're using 2 aspects.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think.
Oh shit! I can't. You're right. No. So it's just a 4.
If you have a stunt.
No. Well, I'm not using X. I'm not pushing
Okay.
anything into her. So
Well,
yeah,
you get
just
the
4.
opportunity. As like the tears are starting to roll down her face from the pain, and she's like wants to grip it, but any more touching would hurt. She like stares into your soul piercing gaze, and like this angry cry, like you see her brow kind of lift, and her eyes are like kind of darting back and forth, almost as if she was imagining the act that she had done on the innocent people. And she swallows hard, stands up, like sits up taller, looks at you, Theo. Fine. If I have to prove myself,
That's not what I said.
I will wait until I'm given the opportunity.
Theo walks up to her and attempts to escort her to a Tim to go find the infirmary.
And you go to that same Tim that's like blocking off. And he sees her hand. He's like, oh my God, what? We got to get that taken care of. And before she walks away, she turns to you and just...
Oh, no, Theo wants to go with.
Oh, okay. So
As I
while
walk
You
by
will,
Sirkin,
Liana.
we will be talking about this.
A deal's a deal.
while like he takes you to like the back office, down behind the front desk, and there's not like so much of an infirmary there, but it's closest first aid kit that this Tim could think of, and he starts to like slowly grab some tweezers and pull out the shards of glass, and she's like wincing every single time, and like trying to show that she can handle pain and it's not going to ruin her. She's like trying to stiffen her upper lip.
All right, question, and you can tell me to fuck off with this one. So, I am rolling powers randomly. I have, as an aspect, Man of Many Masks. Can I attempt to influence a roll to make the X usage be a healing factor possibility? Does that jumblement of words make sense?
I will do this. Because it's kind of wild magic, I'll let you roll a D100.
Okay.
You can use a fate point of Man of Many Masks. And I'll give you a range of those around that you rolled to pick from.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to roll expertise first, right?
Well, roll what the magic is. Then you
Okay.
you can use a fate point if you want, and then you roll expertise to see how well you actually can handle it.
All right. So the roll was a 54.
Okay. I'll tell you that it's steel skin.
That's rad.
Oh, so can I narratively influence this then?
Let's see how your expertise roll does.
Okay. So expertise is +3. So that's a plus, a neutral, and neutral. So that's a 5 for expertise.
Okay. So as you like tap into that X abilities, your eyes glow a little wider, and Liana like is a little bit freaked out, but you're starting to get a knack at this, and rather than experience what the power is, you can almost sense what it is before enacting it. And so you have the powers of steel skin.
Yep. So how I envision this is Theo, like as the Tim is like picking out the last of the glass, Theo is going to grab her hand, and the mist is going to switch between their hands briefly as Theo's hand is exposed as just his normal skin. And then as the mist goes over her hand and comes back, her hand is now clear. And as the skin is swapped, you see now Theo's hand dripping with blood as we replaced the wounds on each of our hands. And I'll happily take physical stress for this.
I love that it's spelled STEEL, like steel metal, but I think you just did STAL.
Yeah.
My bad.
Love it. Love it.
That's amazing.
Love it.
That makes yours makes more sense thematically for the situation. My brain just went to, that's convenient.
Nope, that's the way that we
What
played
kind of
from now on.
superpower? I'm gonna steal your skin. That's my superpower.
Wild.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, hear me out. If you were to steal somebody's skin, in my head, for a power, that would be then the ability to shapeshift into them.
Sure. All right, take a point of physical stress.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine here.
That's amazing. That's
so awesome.
And she just is like in awe at her skin and looking at you and your hand bleeding. and just like stares up into your pupilless eyes.
You are going to disagree with everything I say for years to come. It is simply the age you are at. You are at a point in your life where you think you know better because you're finally experiencing life for everything it has to offer. I am a flawed man, but I swore to your parents I will do everything in my power to keep you as safe as I possibly can. And unfortunately, you are currently trying to go down a path that I have spent all of my time for you to avoid. If you are so insistent on following in my footsteps, that is fine. I will train you, but you will listen to me. There is no more going off on doing what you see fit. If this is the life you want to experience, it is at my beck and call.
She just leans forward and gives you a hug.
I am bleeding and I don't want to get it on your clothes.
I love you.
I love you too. Break up with Vox. I don't like him.
Give me something that I can do useful here while you're gone.
Break up with Vox. I don't like him.
Not that. You'll like him once you meet him, I swear.
Probably not, but first,
I didn't really like him at first either.
You know who you also didn't like at first?
You?
Kit. Go bury the hatchet.
Tell her that. I'm trying.
I will have a conversation with her as well. But if you do not go into the conversation receptively, neither is she, and then you are both running in circles to see who has the bigger ego to win out in this situation.
I would win.
I watched her break her grandmother's foot to get out of a ticket. I don't know if that's true.
Fuck, I knew she was badass. Can she really break into cars?
Very, very well.
Damn it.
Theo's going to take his handkerchief and then wrap it around his palm to help reduce the bleeding. And Theo's going to go find Kit.
Okay, are you guys still in that same room?
Yeah,
It's only been a few minutes.
I probably, in the time that they had left, approached Sirkin.
Ah! I didn't see you there.
And she probably would have been like kind of upset at Sirkin. You know you didn't have to do that, right?
I don't have to do anything.
Then why do you do what you do?
Because it's the right thing to do.
I hate Sirkin's definition of right.
When we gathered at Theo's all those days ago, I told Theo that this would happen. I agreed not to do it then, but then we sent her away. I didn't know if I'd get another chance. And now, she's free of the burdens the Knights placed on her. She's free to make whatever decision moving on.
So do I carry a burden? Do I have to right my wrongs?
You have been sentenced to banishment. You have been labeled a threat to society. I'm pretty sure your burden will come to bear.
And you're okay with that?
We'll see it as it happens. The question is, can you absolve yourself before the world absolves you?
Can you absolve yourself before the world absolves you? Or even closer to home, Kieran?
To absolve a man like Kieran Gold would take time I do not believe we have.
A lot of acid.
A lot of acid. Did you know the human brain feels no pain?
I've heard that a time or two.
I don't like that. Maybe we can find a way to make it work on Kieran together.
I do feel that the human brain does feel pain, but only if it is tied to the heart. And if the two don't work together in tandem, well then, that's when the brain doesn't feel any pain.
May I ask you a personal question?
You're going to anyway.
Correct. When you'd been sentenced and taken away, believing you'd never see any of us again, what happened to you? You're different now.
You know, you ever watch a movie where, someone's in a life or death situation and there's like this montage of their life flashing before their eyes?
Yes.
It was that, but the faces of the people I loved, reaction to what I had done. And as someone whose heart works in tandem with their head, my brain and my heart felt pain. And realizing that I got a second chance to not make those people feel that way again, I'm going to work very hard to not let it happen.
I don't know if I've told you this story, but I was once removing the eyeball of a smuggler who experienced, he was in rare trades. He told me a story of a creature that lives on the surface. I'll never know if it's true or not. Reminds me of you.
Is it a giraffe?
It's called a devourer. It is a creature that's outsides are impenetrable, but its insides are vulnerable. He said the way that you destroy them is by putting acid in them. It burns them from the inside out. The emotional scars you carry, the guilt you carry, that is your acid. You can't be hurt from the outside. Hurting the outside of you would change nothing for you. Your pain on the inside, those wounds that bleed, that will be your absolution.
It is not something that is going to absolve like it would in a single moment, like it happened with Liana.
Correct.
It is a lifetime of absolution. And
Can you
I
think
think
something worse than a lifetime of being emotionally strapped to my chair?
no.
Then do you think you will suffer enough? Because you will live long, and you will feel for very long.
I think the punishment fits the crime.
And that is why I do not have to absolve you, Kit Pfeiffer.
You know I wouldn't let you anyway, right?
I couldn't penetrate your steel skin.
That's what happens when you're a mechanic.
Also, I do realize I have to be kind to you if I'm eventually going to be your papa. And Sirkin, like, legitimately grins a little. Like, the first time an actual warm grin has appeared on his face.
I will be the Theo. I will be Nan's Theo.
Tabitha speaks up. Sorry, I couldn't help it over here. I mean, it's just the three of us.
I forgot you were there.
I don't really care to know all about what's going on with him and your grandmother. But Kit, since you're so good at machines, I've been fiddling with this device over here.
Did you break it?
Oh, why is it beeping?
No, well, you know, it's just like a little loose piece down here, and I just want to see what's inside.
A loose piece. And Kit's gonna walk over.
Yeah, you can, if you want to investigate it, you can either roll crafts or...
Yeah. Okay. It's a 3.
Plus?
It's a 3, but would it can be considered something with it's not really an engine, is it? Nah. No. Not really.
I mean, it is a machine, like, because of your, what's your stunt?
Yeah.
No.
Grease monkey +2 when dealing with vehicles, wheels, engine wings. I don't think it really is an engine. It's more of a machine.
What's your crafting?
Plus 4.
So you rolled a bunch of negatives just now?
Yep.
Awesome.
No, 3 neutrals and a negative, so it's a 3. I just wanted to do it.
Oh, okay.
Amazingly.
Do you have an ass? Do you have something you could use to reroll?
Or add 2?
Not really. Not
All right.
really.
Oh!
I'll just have a 3.
Oh, well, 3's still good, and...
Yeah, I just wanted to do it amazingly.
Yeah.
You know me.
I think you could use either Beauty and the Broken, your high concept, because you're taking things apart, or even that one man's trash. Isn't that about taking? I don't know.
I mean, a +3 isn't bad.
No.
A +3 isn't bad. I would say if it was something, we really needed that
Fair.
maybe, but +3 isn't bad.
Since it's already loose, it wasn't very high, but I just was like, I don't feel like you're using your kit fully. But just kidding. In the back of it, it's just like almost a compartment that was just a little bit loose. And do you have like your crafter's tools? Like you always have tools. Like
I have a stunt that I don't need tools.
Oh, okay. So you like look at Tabitha and you grab like a hairpin out of her hair and just kind of shift it around and eventually pull loose this back compartment with a third vial inside. It's filled with liquid and it's a bright teal turquoise kind of color. And at that moment, Liana bursts in the door. Okay, I'm here to bury the hatchet. Theo just did something fucking amazing. Look, see Sirkin, I'm absolved.
I open my arms for a hug.
No.
Got it. Heard. I'm new to this. Making friends, I mean.
Kit's gonna pat Sirkin's shoulder.
Duh!
Kit's gonna hold up the vial and like.
Is that the same color that Theo saw when it was made?
Mm-mm.
We haven't seen a teal before. Well, I'm not putting this in my eyes.
But if you think about it, think back, Theo, you had a purple vial that you placed in the bottom, and it extracted a small bit.
Right, but didn't we use?
Yeah, you used the small bit it extracted, but then the rest
of it.
of the liquid.
This is what it left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Interesting. I can make a Tim drink this.
We know.
No.
Okay, fine. I'm
No
just
drinking shit
no
unless
bad
it's
ideas in a
liquor.
We
brain.
don't experiment on innocence.
Fine.
It's a weird boundary
Yana?
we have to set, Sirkin.
No one is innocent. Except for Kit and Liana now.
Yeah, I'm absolved. And Kit, I absolve you of...
Theo flicks her on the ear.
Let me try again. Kit. She holds out a hand. Call it jealousy. Call it lack of trust of fellow women or whatever. But from my part, that ends now.
Kit's gonna grab her hand and say, I really never had a problem with you. I just liked seeing you squirm when I would say shit.
Okay, but why? Like, you just met me and you wanted to bullshit me like that?
I mean, someone had to take it down a couple pegs.
Your ego was pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you were wearing pink pants.
I don't wear pink pants.
I mean, oh yeah, these weren't yours. Those weren't yours. Never
Wait.
mind.
Wait, have you been in my room?
Yeah, and your roommate and I are now besties.
Oh, I should have known when you said Eliana or pink pants. I knew it was Eliana. God, you've been to my... Okay, this changes things, Theo.
Why does
You've been to my
change
room.
things?
Because you've been in my room. Did you wear my clothes? Did you go through my stuff?
We are the same size. I mean, if you want to be friends, you would truly let me borrow things in your closet.
We weren't friends then. You didn't ask my permission. I'm going to talk to Eliana.
Cool. She's
Elena.
Gonna tell you how amazing. She's gonna tell you how amazing I am and how great I looked in your shit.
Oh, she's so perky.
Theo leans over to Sirkin. When was she in Liana's room?
I
She wasn't
believe
there
that was
either.
before she killed a bunch of people at the Institute.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I killed people.
Okay.
in
We
your
were
clothes.
preoccupied.
That was a solo Alsvid Kit episode.
That's when we were stealing the tome and having it forged.
Yeah.
That's how Sirkin phrases it, right there.
But with that heartwarming moment, we're going to close today's episode. And it sounds like we've got some things on the agenda, i.e. meeting Vox and Nariah Kai at the warehouse after Vox breaks into Sirkin's house to steal back the tome and meet you where there will be a collection of 2 tomes, the device, and a book on botanicals. Whew! Good episode. Some really solid roleplay conversations, you guys.
I'd been holding on. Remember, like, episode 3 when I smashed a glass and an ice bag in Theo's office?
Yep.
And then I carried it around for a while. Now we know why.
Because you originally wanted to scoop up. I think you even did scoop up some more pieces of glass when you were helping people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been carrying those around. Thank you for the through line.
Definitely putting a trigger warning on this episode.
Don't reach into bags you don't know what's in there.
Yeah, you ever seen Fear Factor? God,
Every time I see it on Survivor, I'm like, guys.
come on. And also, great job again, Josh, on that awesome flashback script.
Oh, happy to.
We've been sitting on that for a little bit. He was struck with inspiration, and we were just waiting for the right trigger moment. And I think we found it today. So good job. Thank you for all of you for bringing such amazing commitment and character to this awesome story, and all of you at home for bringing your comments and your likes and subscribes to this channel. If you're loving it,
please
let us know.
don't join Sirkin's cult.
Be one of us.
I've gone
Join.
back and read everyone's comments this week.
I did too.
Yeah, thanks for watching. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
When you say things like, "I'm going to join Circuit's cult,"
Welcome,
It
Scribe
makes
of Scars.
it makes us feel good that our characters are beloved.
Yeah.
I just didn't think Sirkin was going to be the beloved one.
I like
know.
that I feel like home for you.
Josh's mom thinks it's cool.
Yeah, Josh's mom is a fan of everyone. I
Yeah.
love it.
That's true. My mom's a huge supporter. My mom loves the arts, man.
But your characters could not be beloved without you bringing so much to them and behind them. So shout out to you guys. And shout out to Dairy Public Radio. That's not where you're going to be. You're going to be like over here. Dairy Public Radio. Go follow them, because if you love Josh and Sirkin and what he brings, he's doing it bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly.
What's the term?
Bi-weekly.
We can't agree on what that means. It means twice a
Bi-weekly
month.
is not twice weekly.
And they talk about Stephen King, and then all the great stuff happening over currently at Let's Get Rolling. But we got some cool changes happening your way.
I think time would make that RPG project at that time. You gotta think Weird Soup. This is like a month and a half out for a release.
I'm not. Let's Get Rolling / RPG project whenever you join. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that at all?
Do you remember that cool thing that T and I were doing over on 4 Geeks by Geeks? Well, guess what? We're making our own YouTube channel.
It's going to be a
And
solo project over with you guys, and it can carry
T's
on
helping.
in a brighter life.
T's on the team too.
Okay.
He's
All-
still working with us.
All about it.
I'd love to come back and guest sometime.
Yes! Always looking for it.
But until next time, I am Bozer.
I'm Britt. Again.
I'm Josh.
I'm T.
And you just keep
Geeking out.
Geeking out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.